So today we're talking Instagram gear. Whenever I talk about the creation process for Instagram videos, it is all vertical for me. I mean, duh, hashtag vert. And because I shoot everything vertically, I have two main setups, which we're gonna go over now. One has to do with a mirrorless camera, and the other one has to do with my phone. Let's start there. So I use quite a lot to shoot things on my phone because my goal is to make anything that I shoot with a mobile camera look at least similar to what I can do on a mirrorless camera. And for that, my main shooter is my phone, which is the iPhone 11 Pro Max. But I use a whole bunch of stuff with this. To rig my phone productions up, I use the Joby mobile vlogging kit, which has absolutely everything I need to make my mobile filmmaking look pristine. You got the BMO light for your lighting, which I'm actually using right there. The super crisp and awesome Joby WAVO mobile microphone has an adapter that just plugs right into my phone, super dope. And the body of the vlogging kit is essentially the Joby mobile rig, which has obviously the 1K GorillaPod arms here where I can just wrap it on anything. And the Grip Type Pro 2 mount, which not only goes horizontal to vert, but it's super sturdy and tight. I've never had my phone drop on this thing. Can't say that about other tripods though. So this helps in every scenario for my mobile filmmaking and even my Instagram lives, by the way. Now let me show you what I use to enhance the video on my iPhone. I use mobile lenses, not just any mobile lens. 3 different types of mobile lenses. Yeah, I know the iPhone 11 Pro Max has a telephoto lens and a wide angle lens, but when you use the telephoto lens, you get mad grain and quite an amount of pixelation depending on your lighting. The wide lens on the iPhone is not that bad, but sometimes it demorphs and it gets all weird, or sometimes it's not wide enough. Let's start with the 3 lenses that I use. With the first one, this one I use all the time. This is the Sandmarc wide angle lens. This lens is incredible, and I actually use it mostly for Instagram lives, because with Instagram lives you have to use your front facing camera, which is definitely not the best quality, and also gives you a very tight shot, yes, even on the 11 Pro Max. So I take my lens and this clip that comes with the wide angle lens, screw it in, and then I clip the wide angle lens onto my front facing camera. I get so many comments about using this on Instagram Live, especially when I take it off. It's like, oh yeah, I'm wide. And then when I take it off, they're like, oh damn, that's a lot of bend. Whenever I want to get some really crispy tight shots on my phone, this right here is Sandmarc's telephoto lens with a 2x zoom. Essentially, it's an equivalent to a 50mm lens in comparison to a 16mm. The amount of detail I can get with this lens is incredible. And when shooting with my phone, my main goal is to mirror what I can do with my camera on my phone, which includes changing lenses. So it would be used for my B-roll mainly. And then I use the wide angle lens as my A-roll, as my 16mm wide shot. And that right there is how I get crispy vert using my phone with the Sandmarc lenses. Oh, I have another one. This dude right here is my Sandmarc anamorphic lens. Look how beautiful this lens is. It's super dope because it gives me an artistic shot, an experimental shot, especially when using vert, because yeah, I've used this shooting vertical video. With that 2:1:1 or whatever aspect ratio that is, I forgot. I even made a tutorial about it. It's been a while since I've used this lens, but when I really want to get experimental shots, especially at night, which I don't shoot at night often, that's probably why I don't use this lens as much as I want to. This is a beast for cinematic vertical video for sure. So that's my entire vertical mobile setup. Links in description, including the Sandmarc lenses, where you can get 10% off of your entire purchase. So if you buy like all 3 of Benjamin Brandon lenses, let's say, because that's the pack that I use, then you can get 10% off your entire purchase by using the code Benjamin Brandon, just my name. Moving on to my main vertical setup. So before I show you my camera and the lens I use and all that other fun stuff, I need to show you the most important gizmo contraption thing that I use to set up my vertical filmmaking for success. And it's this guy right here. This is an L bracket. If you don't know what an L bracket is, it allows you to put your camera on a mount, then screw it onto any tripod, all to continuously shoot vertically. The best part about these is they're super cheap. They're anywhere from $13 to $20. And as you can see, I have about 5 of them in total because I just use them for a whole bunch of different projects. I use them for work with the business. I use them for Instagram and YouTube and just everything. But let's talk about the camera now. Whoa, wait, come back, over here, over here, over here. Thank you, right here. So I started off with a bunch of cameras for vert. I think a lot of you guys are familiar with this. This is the Canon M50. Till this day, I still use it and it is great. I still recommend this camera for anyone who is getting into online creation, whether it's YouTube or Instagram, especially for vert, because it does support that 100% and it's super light. It's like as heavy as like 3 bags of Doritos. Yeah, it's that light. I've weighed Doritos. Don't at me. And then with that, I upgraded to, well, what I'm on right now, which is the Canon EOS R. It's not in my hands because you're my camera. Get it? Because, never mind. All that to say that now I shoot strictly on the Canon EOS R for every Instagram video that I do. Now, as far as glass is concerned, I primarily use 2 lenses for Instagram. The first is actually the one you're on, which is the Canon 16-35 2.8 L lens, which is a dope lens for A-roll because I'm literally like right in front of you, but obviously you can see everything. And for vertical video, that is so important. The more information you're able to depict within your framed vertical video, the better. Now, this is an EF lens, which means I need an adapter to accomplish using this lens on an EOS R. So I use the VLITROX EF to RF lens adapter, and it allows me to use all the Canon lenses that I previously purchased before buying the EOS R to the EOS R. It's like $50, whereas Canon's EF to RF adapter is like almost 200 or some crazy price. I was like, boo, I ain't doing that. Now, as we continue with the evolution of my cameras, we do have the bad boy right here. This is the Canon 1DX Mark III. Beautiful, I just love this camera so much. Ben, do you shoot vert on that? Answer, yes. All the time. Now, the best thing about this camera, especially shooting in vert, is obviously it's super fast, it's super quality, it's just super everything, but it's even built for portrait mode. I can shoot vert like this all day, every day, because I'm able to use all the primary settings and even a shutter button right here and a shutter dial, all vertically. This is the best thing that Canon has made since sliced bread, and I've purchased a ton of Canon products for my business, for studios back in the day. This right here, if I could replace my head with it, I would. You know, so I could just be like a 1DX human. If that freaked you out, I'm sorry. Now let's move you back over here for some tripods. You know I use the L bracket. That is the most important thing to my whole setup. The next thing is this guy right here, which is the Joby 3K Pro Kit GorillaPod. The metal one. This is the one that doesn't like get all loose and stuff. This is creme de la creme. It's handy, it's light, it's great. I use it for everyday scenarios with vlogging. Anywhere I go, my camera goes, this goes with me. But I do also use the Joby 5K GorillaPod. So yes, I use 2 and I usually carry 2 GorillaPods. And the reason why I started to use the 5K GorillaPod is because the 16-35 lens is pretty long. Plus I also have an adapter, so it is quite big and front heavy. Now this will do wonders, but if I need more lockdown shots, like on a table, on the floor, or on a big boulder or something, the 5K Pro Kit handles my lens setup a lot better than the 3K Pro. So that's why I carry 2. Now we're gonna go ahead and talk about mics. What mic do I use for my main vertical setup? This guy right here. This is the new Joby WAVO shotgun mic. One thing I love about this mic is, yes, it's a shotgun mic, so it does pick me up very well. But the main reason why I love it is because it's a phantom powered mic, which means I don't need any batteries. I don't need to turn on anything. It's just plug and play, good to go. And I pick up the same type of quality versus a shotgun mic that I have used in the past that requires batteries and has an on and off switch, which I forgot to turn on like all the time. Ooh, that was annoying. It's also super light, which is dope. It's like 1 bag of Doritos light. I have no idea why I'm weight measuring things as Dorito bags, but let's go with it. So yeah, 1 Dorito bag. For sure. So now you know absolutely everything that I use to create the Instagram content that I create for myself and even for clients. Yes, I use all this for my client projects as well, but mainly shooting on the 1DX Mark III because, you know, 4K RAW and 60p. Whoa. Every product that was featured in this video today is linked in the description for you to check out for yourselves. Full disclosure though, these are affiliate links. This will help out the channel, which people say that this will help me out. It will help me out and allow me to create more Instagram and YouTube videos so my wife doesn't barge into the office and say, hey, stop, because you don't get paid for this stuff. For more Instagram gear videos just like this, do me a favor, hit that like button so I know that you liked it. I will then make some more. And crush that subscribe button for more Instagram tutorials and IGTV tips videos. Follow me on Instagram, DM me, let's connect, and my beautiful vert friends will see you on the next one. I'm out.